Yo, Select Bass Assassin, what's up, what's happening? We had to delay the morning sesh because it was a little cold. It was like 40 some degrees and I'm not doing that. Not this early in the year. So we are out here now and it is probably about 50 some degrees, and 50 some degrees, that is tolerable. It is not, the best, but it is tolerable. We are even gonna put on our sun covers right now because, what up, Creel? Because that would give us a little bit of warmth. Cuba Unlimited. What up? Miklo, what's happening? That's what I'm saying, bro. It's freaking freezing out here. I don't even want to go fast. The flickering of the sun on the water. If you have epilepsy, you do not want to be driving a boat without your sunglasses and the sun flickering on that water, bro, because it is blinding. Could be seizure inducing. Okay, we're all just trying to figure out what. Take a little cruise, not too far because it's a little cold and we are not properly set up for cold. We just got ourselves a hooded sweater and that is all. It's gonna be a good day and all my homies gonna ride today, and all this water looking fly today, and all we want to do is catch a vibe today. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. Ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You could save that trouble for another day. It's gonna be a good day. My sweater has moved up just a bit, and now my longcas are feeling the cold. And there's the puddle of coots. And caressing me. I do not like that. It feels very gross. I assume this is what it would feel like if the female version of Patrick Swayze was ghosting me right now. I can can hear Unchained Melody going on in my head right now. But we shall not sing it so that we don't, one, offend people's ears, and two, get a copyright infringement on us. I should have stayed home. It's a lot warmer in my house. Woo. All right, let's slow it down. Yo, FNC, what's up? FNC, the neighborhood Dodger hater. Dude, the mixture of people that show up to the rock, bro, I can only compare it to all the weird people that would show up on Pee-wee's Playhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden some weird cowboy dude shows up, some black cowboy dude shows up, and you're all like, what the heck? What's going on here? Then next thing you know, some weird lady shows up, and you're all like, this chick's into frickin' Pee-wee. But Pee-wee either don't know it or Pee-wee don't care. All right, we are currently in 14 feet of water, guys. Look at that, land. Land ho. And I didn't say the land of the ho. I said land ho. All right, guys? So don't be expecting anything crazy. We're just looking for BBLs out here is all I'm saying. Now, hopefully my butt's not wet, but if it is, you're welcome. My apologies, whatever the proper statement is at that point in time. All right, we're gonna start off with this mega bass. We're gonna try and keep this streak alive. Time to thaw out. Water temp, 62 degrees. That don't make no sense, but it's possible because it was 72 yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, and now it's 63. Let's let it just level out right there, because I guess my transducer was also freezing as we were driving around. All right, Creel's a little excited about this mega bass. I gotta find the proper place on the boat to jerk it, because when I jerk it up there, I hit my trolling motor. So I'll be jerking it from this position, more than likely, guys. Just so you know. Jay, what's happening? FNC, you're in Oregon, bro? Isn't it like 5 in the morning over there? Potentially. What the heck? I put my keys in my sweater pouch, in my hooded sweater pouch. Well, that's weird. Bro, look, Miklo. It is a show where other gentlemen, I mean, it just depends on the time of year. So, like, it's going to get into that time of year where gentlemen will be watching a gentleman on the front of his boat jerking it, because it's getting to that time of year. When it gets cold, you know, you got to do what you got to do to survive out here. So you will catch me jerking it. I mean, not all day, because nobody could jerk it all day. So it would only be for like spurts here. Now, every now and then I'll take a break and then I'll drag it. I'll drag something, you know what I'm saying? But right now, we're gonna attempt to jerk it, see if there's any success in that. If not, well, that's probably because I'm not doing it right. But you know. Oh yes, we won't be. Well, I mean, I guess it all ties together, bro. Pee-wee's Playhouse and what we're doing now, it all ties together, bro. On Pee-wee's Playhouse. So why would we not? Oh, you're right, Creel. I need to jerk it softly because I seem to over jerk. Jerking around and finding out. Let's find out, guys. Let's find out what's happening on the other end of my line as I'm jerking it. Look, Unlimited, quit being a jerk about it, bro, okay? We're just simply talking about jerking it. Out on the water, talking about jerking it. There's nothing wrong with that, Unlimited. We're just soft jerking, bro. We're not trying to over jerk. We need this show to last for a while. If we jerk too hard, it might end right now. So we're just gonna softly jerk and see what happens. We're gonna see if we can last till about 11-ish, because remember, guys, I gotta go change my CV axle. So we're gonna see what happens. There's no guarantee. That is going to go as planned. I don't know why Unlimited's got to be a jerk about it. Now, we should start a word of the day like Pee-wee, and the word of the day will be jerk. Jerk, you know, something like that. So if anybody types jerk, or says jerk, then everybody in the comments has to go crazy. So what I'm saying, FNC, there is nothing to see here except everything to see here. So continue seeing things here. And since you said jerk, bro, word of the day, Actually, anytime I say Creel's name, it is equivalent to jerk. So, Too cold for axle work. Bro, I'm sure that... Did you guys hear that sound behind me? Sounded like I jerked into my boat. No! Yo, what's up, Will? What's happening? Soft jerks. Pop, pop, pop. Jerk, jerk, jerk. Jerk. No! Oh! 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 Forgot about that. Better go easy. People are gonna think that I'm crazy out here. They might think it's weird, a dude out here jerking alone. Or would it be weird if I was here and Creel was there and we were both out here jerking at the same time to the same spot? Now this is getting weird. Oh, oh, oh! I think Unlimited's leaving. I think we've said the phrase jerk too many times. Oh! All right, so now it says it's 69 degrees. All right, so my thermometer just needed a little bit of time to acclimate, to settle down. All right, now it's getting too hot, guys. It's time to go home. I don't know about this. It's too hot. Come on, Mega Bass. Don't let me down. Dude, so as I was being a little wussy dude, because it was 40 something in the morning, I was like, I ain't going out there in 40 something. This is stupid. So I was being a wuss, right? And then I sat down on the couch. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And the TV was on. I just happened to be watching some type of morning show. I don't remember what it was. Probably not necessary to even put the station on blast. But I was watching some type of morning show. Well, I'll do you one better. Oh, also you said jerking. Oh, I'll do you one better, Unlimited. Watch, bro. Here's the deal. I'll do you one better. Okay, neighbors, the proper technique for jerking is you want to have a firm grip on your rod. You don't want your rod to ever slip out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, oh! So as you jerk, you want to take slow, soft strokes, all right? You just want to pop, pop, pop. You don't want to over jerk. Oh! You just kind of want to be easy on it. In case any neighbors are listening to Unlimited's TV in Florida, jerkity jerk, jerk, jerk. Oh! And moderator, mind your own business. Too hot, too cold. But seriously, guys, this hooded sweater with a pouch on it is getting a little toasty. Oh, Creel said it. Oh. Okay. It's a little tutorial. Little did we know that we were going to learn something today, guys. Soft jerks. If this was Pee-wee's Playhouse, what character do we think that Creel would be? Would he be the black cowboy? Now, that's going to take a little bit of research, guys, because I don't remember all the characters. I think there was a male dude, and I don't mean that was redundant, like a male dude. Though, hey, I saw your little ripples right there. So, that was grass. I don't think that was... Hold on. No, I think there was a male dude. Or maybe it was a male chick. Well, that's weird. But maybe that was a male dude. There was a couch. But that was a chick, I think. There's a globe. There's... Oh, Creel could be... Mecha-leka-ha, Mecha-hani-ho guy. Whatever his name is. That's who Creel could be. Oh! Jerk yourself silly. Oh! And... All right, Unlimited. Who's Jambi? Is Jambi the Mecha-leka-ha, Mecha-hani-ho guy? Is that who Creel is? He just pops in and he's like, yo, all right, children, say it with me. Mecha-leka-ha, Mecha-hani-ho. Mecha-leka-ha, Mecha-hani-ho. And for all I know, I'm doing some kind of chant that's going to bring up freaking evil spirits from who knows where. But I'm out here Mecha-leka-ha-ing and hani-hoing. I don't know about this. Oh, you said it twice, bro. I just received a text message that is super funny, bro. I just figured out who Creel is going to be, but not me. I didn't figure it out. I was texted this information. Yo, Faith, go Dodgers. No, Creel is... Oh, Pateri. No, Creel is... This is who Creel is, bro. Creel is Randy, the mean puppet. Oh, that Randy guy, he was a jerk. He would just come in and do mean things. Oh, Randy. Oh, yes. I remember that stupid Randy guy. He's just a mean dude, bro. And that might be Creel. Whoever texted me that, I do appreciate that. That, whether I catch a fish today, whether I get my CV axles fixed correctly or not, that right there, that is the winner of the day. Randy, the mean dude, is Creel. Oh. Yo, Jay, good luck out there fishing for those cats. I'm not looking like I lost something, guys. I didn't lose my mind or anything. I'm looking like I'm looking at my fish finder and saying, what can I throw down there? Because I'm seeing some activity beneath me. Okay, Kriya, I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't unlimited, but it also wasn't unlimited. So whatever that means, Kriya, just know, Randy. Dang, bro. So, you know, it wasn't, but it also wasn't him. Do I got any underspins in the boat? Probably not, dog. Not that I know of. If they are in the boat, then they were either brought onto the boat by somebody or they've lived in this boat for many a moon. You know exactly who it was? Interesting. There's many people who have my number, is all I'm saying, dog. Many people have my number. Except for girls. Girls don't have my number. They would never. They would never have my number. Just know that, guys. In any sense of that phrase, girls will never have my number, but they will also never have my number, is what I'm saying. So, you know, they just don't got my number is all I'm saying. Pateri. Okay, I don't see that much activity over here. In between here and that island that we were fishing, I did see activity, but not necessarily here. Yeah, dudes. So, as I was saying before we got off on our jerking tangent, before we got off on that tangent, since I was a little wuss, apparently Goldilocks I was, according to somebody who shall remain nameless, but Goldilocks is what I was called. I was there and I just sat down and this news morning show was going on. And I was like, all right, let's just hang out here and veg, warm up a little bit. And they had this news, well, I wouldn't call it news, but they had this segment. And this segment claimed that for the time being, they shall remain nameless, but let's just say it like this. There was this lady, and we're using that term rather loosely. So there was this lady, and this lady, for some reason, she went to the doctor. I have no idea. I don't got all the details. All I know is that this lady was at the doctor, and then the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. But no, that is not what the doctor said. The doctor said that she had some type of potential or, well, it couldn't have been an aneurysm, but a potential aneurysm that has not, this is just me making up words, has not aneurized, because I don't know what an aneurysm does. I mean, it like blows up in your brain or something, but I don't know what it is when it's not an aneurysm, because an aneurysm, I thought, was bleeding in your brain. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just focus on the details. She had something that could be an aneurysm. I don't know what you're going to call it, because I'm not in the medical profession. And if I was, I'd just make up names anyways. So she has this aneurysm or potential aneurysm, And somehow, bros, and this is the part that just, it's a good thing I was sitting down, because like I would have been floored. I would have been like, what the heck? And I was there and I sat there, my jaw, it like hit my stomach, because I was all like, what the f? So apparently, according to the doctor, well, this was caused by stress. And somehow they attributed it to the stress that was caused by an ex of hers. And I'm like, what the f? Are you kidding me? What kind of voodoo doctor are you going to that all of a sudden you're like, well, this looks like a potential aneurysm. Let's consult my colleagues and see where this came from. Oh, yep. This was ex relationship stress. You can see right here from the x-ray or from the CAT scan, you can see right here, clearly that is ex stress right there. I knew it. This was caused and attributed to your ex. I'm like, what the all right, now we're just dealing in wacky doctor science here, because there's no way that this doctor could have attributed it to the actions of an ex. This makes no sense, bros. Let's see what Colin said over here. An aneurysm that hasn't burst yet. Hypertension. Well, I can only tell you guys that it was not Colin's brother, which is odd because I didn't even know that Colin had a brother. I only knew that Colin had a mom. So I might be missing details about Colin. And I'm assuming that Colin is not talking about like a black friend of his and he's all like, yeah, my brother had hypertension or whatever he said, hyperextension. I don't think it's hyperextension, but I couldn't read it from way up here. So back to the story at hand. Like I just wanted to basically go outside my house. The only thing that stopped me was that it was too cold. I wanted to go outside of my house. I wanted to basically cut down the power line, let it all come crashing down, because I did not want the electricity to go into my house so that it could provide me the opportunity to see something as stupid as what I heard. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? These guys are just gonna go out here on national TV and say that the reason that this chick got this hyper whatever, basically not an aneurysm but could have been, is because of her ex. Oh man, now these people must really have an axe to grind with this ex. Now, how is that racist? How is that racist right there, bro? And this show better not turn into how is that racist. But how is that racist, bro? Because, you know, there's a lot of brothers out there, dog. There's nothing wrong with saying brother. You know what I'm saying? So, and I could go further into that, but that's not the point of the story here. The point of the story is that this chick is claiming that because of her ex, and I don't care who your ex is, bro, because, dude, baby's mama drama, it affects a lot of us. And I'm not gonna look in, let's say I get some kind of CAT scan or whatever it takes to see what's going on in someone's head. I'm not gonna be all like, you know what, dog, that thing right there, that clot or whatever, the potential blood spillage, whatever it is, my baby's mama caused that. Now, I may feel some type of way when I talk about my baby's mama, but I am not gonna be all like, oh yeah, she's the one who caused it, because though she may be dumb, that doesn't mean that she caused my brain to bleed or caused my brain to be have the potential to bleed. So that doesn't make any sense, bro. That does not make any sense. I just couldn't, dude, I just wanted to go fishing in the cold at that point in time. And you guys know I hate fishing in the cold. So I was all like, dude, just let me freeze outside, because this chick is stupid. Now, I will open the comments to allow you guys to guess who this chick is. And this gem was brought to us by, I mean, happenstance, bro, because I could have just gone outside and fished, but it was cold, so I didn't. And so because of that, we had to hear about this stupidity. I could have come outside and jerked from the time that it was cold till now, instead of having to, I mean, it might have been a little bit harder to jerk because, because it would have been colder, and you guys know that jerking in the cold is kind of difficult, but it has to be done. That's one of the best techniques when you're out here in the cold. You got to jerk it. Oh! What the heck is Nizook talking about? Well, thanks a lot, Unlimited. You have unleashed Snizook. And it's early in the morning, bro. We tried to go through a whole broadcast without having anything that edgy, bro. And I still hold to the fact that that was not racist at all, dog. He's just tripping. Unlimited he's trying to... My next door neighbor? No, dog. No. My next door neighbor, this information would not be on national TV. Because, I mean, my next door neighbor's cool, but he's not that cool. And once you hear who it is, dog, you're going to be all like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense how that information could be that stupid coming from that source. Like, what the heck? Unlimited, it could not have been racist. I mean, what do you call it? Snazooks probably. But it could not have been racist, bro. I didn't even use a hard R, dog. So, I mean, come on, dog, even better. So don't even come over here saying, oh yeah, this guy, he's racist. So don't even, dog. Didn't even use the hard R, so clearly I'm good, dog. Clayton Kershaw. Okay, all right. FNC's he wants to start a Dodger fight. He wants to start a Dodger fight, and I'm not going to allow him to bait me into a Dodger fight, because we got to stay focused, guys. This is hardcore. Oh, we got to stay on task, because if not, we'll get we'll get distracted, and then at the end of the show, you guys are gonna be all like, so who was that chick? And I'll be like, what are you guys talking about? What chick? And I'll be like, oh, that chick. Yeah, the stupid chick. Oh, yeah. The alleged stupid chick. I mean, bros. Hey, washalo! Somebody. Okay, guys, who is Jason if Creel is Randy, who is Jason from the Pee-wee's Playhouse, bro? Oh, dude, the couch is a chick, though. So how are you going to be the chick? And Colin, I believe that is potentially racist because you had a hard R, bro. So that's going to cause a problem. And I'm gonna need you to retype that, bro. And just like, you know, take a little R off. This Thursday is off to a crazy start. Just breathe. We only got to fish till 11-ish. Oh, man. So, yes. What do you call it? You guys can now guess who this stupid chick is. It's like, it's so obvious till it's not. Oh, there you go, Moon. Now we're all speaking correctly, bro. That way YouTube doesn't shut us down, because they're like, washalo, Unlimited said they were racist. Because once you put racist in the chat, YouTube's got to be fine-tuning and watching us right now and be all like, who's being racist? Are you being racist? Are you being racist? Somebody in here is being racist. And then we'll be all like, bro, we're not doing anything but just watching a dude. Well, not currently, but we were watching a dude jerking on the front of his boat. But now he's not jerking anymore. He must have gotten tired. And I mean, he must have gotten tired because now he's not doing it anymore. And don't be surprised if he just takes a nap on the front of his boat. And then you pop in and he's just asleep. And then people are like, what's going on? Shh, he's asleep. Shh, let him rest. He was jerking for a long time and now he needs his rest. He'll wake up in a moment and then he'll go back at it again. So, is all I'm saying, bro. I mean, oh! So nobody is gonna guess who this stupid chick is, because that's all we're trying to focus on here, guys, is who this stupid chick is. So since you guys don't want to play games, I will have to tell you. But maybe I'll be a jerk and I just won't tell you ever. But later. No, this show is not rated hard R. We cannot. That's how we just do our thing, bro. We skirt around because we are not rated hard R. We are rated no R. See what I'm saying, bro? we're in the clear. But we are definitely off topic. I'm gonna move back to that island in a second. So, the lady that got us on this hard R journey, her name happens to be Kim Kardashian. She is the chick that is claiming that the stress from Kanye West is what gave her an aneurysm or a potential aneurysm. And that is insanity. The stress from Kanye West caused her to not be her best. That is ridiculous, bro. How could she pin that on him? Now, look, he may have done some crazy things, but some things are like, dude, it's not Kanye's fault, all right? Not everything that's good or bad in this world is Kanye's fault. All I'm saying is, bro, Jesus walks is all I'm saying. And what's her name is a moron. But how can she pin it on him? That don't make any sense. She's like, oh yes, my ex, the stress that he, oh my God. And then the host was all like, oh yes, Kanye, he has been, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, you idiot. What do you know? Are you in that relationship? Do you, ooh, bros. I'm telling you, I wanted to cut off the power to my house. I wanted to cut the power off to my house, bro, because that was stupid. I wanted to go into the Stephen times where we didn't have electricity and we were just there and we were all left to enjoy the wonders of nature instead of hearing how some baby's daddy ends up giving his chick so much stress that she pins it directly on him. It had nothing to do with the fact that she was being sued for some Bitcoin market or not Bitcoin, but digital currency scam. The scheme where that dude lost billions. They caught the dude. I forgot what his name was. He was some kid that was living somewhere in one of the Bahamas or somewhere where they couldn't extradite him. I don't know where this idiot was living. But it could not have done, like none of that could have done anything to. Train wreck central. Her plastic surgery did that. Possibly. I don't know, bro. It could be the Botox that she shoots into her face. And then the Botox could be working its way into the brain. I don't know. But for her to pin it on Kanye, I'm like, dude, what the pobre Kanye, bro? He's just hanging out. He's just trying to friggin' do his thing. Was I watching Dr. Phil? No, it was too early for Dr. Phil, dog. I was just trying to not be frozen out in the water because it was cold in the morning. It was like 44, 42, something like that. And I was like, I ain't going out there. Nah, let the sun come out a little bit. And now we're out here talking about Kanye and Kim. Bro, All right, Colin. Somehow, she got this information, bro. And I don't know where she got it from. But they made a whole segment on national TV about it, bro. And they specifically mentioned Kanye. So I don't know what is going on in Hollywood with these doctors that are like, yep, this looks like Kanye's face right here. This is Kanye's stress. We've seen it. I've had many patients come in, and this is what's known as Kanye-rism, or a potential Kanye-rism. Like, that don't make any sense, bro. Why would they go on national news and say this entire story, bro? It is the stupidest thing well, not national news-ish. Let's say a national morning show. Like, that doesn't make any sense, bro. Puro es stupid. Bro, that's what it made it seem, dog. I mean, not everybody likes Kanye, so yeah, bro. That's a new medical term that you've heard here on the Rodcast, puro Kanye-rism. Yo, are you asking if I'm her attorney, or are you asking if Colin is her attorney? I think Colin's just standing up for her like he stood up for Kimmy, and he's just hoping, Kimmy! Oh, yeah, and he's just hoping that Kimmy, all the Kimmys love him. Dang! He's hoping that Kimmy Kardashian, which is what? It's an odd thing, because the moderator called me Kim Kardashian the other day, and then she pops into the Rodcast, but through a national morning show. So that's weird. But yeah, she ends up showing up, and I believe Colin is just shooting his shot, bro. And we ain't gonna hate on that. Colin, shoot your shot. If you're looking for Kimmy Kardashian, she might show up, because unlike Steve, who's hating on the unknown fact that none of the Cowboys watch the Rodcast, even though potentially they can, but he's like, no, they don't, bro. You ain't Shad. And I'm like, hold on, you don't know that. Have you interviewed all of them, both past and present? Because Troy Aikman's a Cowboy, Drew Pearson's a Cowboy. Now, are we only talking about Cowboys like Dallas Cowboys, or just Cowboys in general? Because I've seen some cowboy hat guys. In fact, NJ was wearing a cowboy hat yesterday, and he was watching. Does that make him a cowboy? I don't know who's a cowboy. Are we talking about rhinestone cowboys? Like, what are we talking about here, bros? But that's neither here nor there. We're off topic. Let's go back to Kim Kardashian and address her attorney, Colin. And if you guys have any statements, please address them to her attorney, Colin, and he will sue you for slander. Maybe I should put allegedly. Allegedly, somehow somebody in this segment said, man, imagine if Kardashian sued me, then I'd have to be all like, yo, Kanye, I need your help, bro. I need you to help me fend this chick off. And then he'll be like, yo, let me get in there and bust a freestyle. And then he'll come into court and he'll bust a freestyle, and it will move the judge so much that the judge will be all like, yo, let this dude go back to his boat and jerk all he wants. Oh! Yeah, so that was a very disturbing story that I heard, bros. It just, I mean, it really aggravated me. I'm like, what the heck? Leave Kanye alone. What did he do? He was just out there busting rhymes, bro. What's wrong with that? But that wasn't the only stupidity that I heard. Because the next stupidity, which I should have known after the first stupidity, I should have changed the channel. But, you know, I was trying to get warm, so I just laid there and I was watching what was going on with no effort to change the channel and better my life. I sat there and watched, and the next, somewhere along the lines of the next story, might not have been the actual next story, but there was apparently I have no idea what this is, but there was a beauty pageant, and in this beauty pageant, the announcer said something, and then there was two countries. They start with a P. One country was Paraguay, and the other country was Panama. Now, some of you might have guessed Peru, but you were wrong. It was Panama. So this announcer, he says, I guess he was saying who was like a finalist, and then I didn't hear it because the volume was low, and I'm old, and my ear hairs, they block a lot of sound. You would think that they would help me, but instead, I believe they are blocking sound. So I was like, all right, let's see what's up. And I'm watching this, I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, this is stupid. And this lady from Panama, she goes forward, and I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on here. Like, why is there something wrong here? And then later on, the announcer's like, I said Paraguay. And then the lady from Panama had to walk all the way back into the contestants because she was not she was not a finalist. And so they were like, oh, that's so embarrassing, and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And so whatever So whatever the case was, I'm just catching up on the comments here, guys. So she goes down there, and then I'm all like, okay, why is this? What's so special about this? What's going on? So then they call her back, and this, I'm gonna say, this extremely, let's just say, woke morning show here was quick to throw some hold on, was quick to throw some assumptions out there, because they were all like, oh man, that's so terrible. And they're like, oh yeah. And one of the hosts was like, oh yeah, I mean, English is probably not her first language. And I'm like, what the? You could make assumptions like that, but other people cannot make assumptions like that? How is it okay for you to say that English was not that lady's first language? Like, if you say that other people, their first language is not this, that, or the other, then they're like, oh, that's racist, bro. You don't know that. And I'm like, dude, okay, so either everybody can say it or nobody can say it. Let's just make up our minds. But then I look at the moderator and I'm like, what the heck? And the moderator, she says, regardless of whether English is this person's first language or not, you still know what the name of your country is. They sound the same. Unless, correct me if I'm wrong, whatever country or whatever language is spoken in Paraguay, unless they pronounce Paraguay like Herzegovina or something like that. I don't know where. I'm just making up or halving names or whatever. But unless in Paraguay, the name Paraguay is not pronounced Paraguay, it's pronounced Chile or some kind of local dialect that I don't even know of. So that is the stupidest thing. Like, she should have heard if it sounded like Paraguay or not, because that's not very hard to understand. Big gang. I have caught 0 fish, bro. I haven't even had a single bite. That's the oddity, bro. Well, I think I had one bite, but you know, I'm just fishing some areas out here that I think should have one, but clearly they do not. At least not active biting fish. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I better just go fishing because this is stupid. If I stay here any longer, I'm gonna lose my mind because society is just, I don't know. I just know that, mental note, do not wake up and not go fishing. Just stay asleep. If you're not gonna go fishing because it's too cold and you're a wuss, then just go back to sleep, bro. Don't watch TV waiting for the sun to come up and warm up the earth. Instead, just go back to sleep. Because that's what's best for society. Just go back to sleep until you're about to do something that will take you away from the chaos in the world. I mean, oh! I think it is, bro. Because I will tell you that my jerking technique has not brought me any gratification. So clearly, I'm not that great at it. I don't know what it is. But it also might be that I'm throwing a mega bass. Even though mega bass has caught a couple fish in the last few days. Snizook, that tells me that You have weak forearms, bro. But, sorry. I got distracted by what could have been the sensation of something almost on my line. Okay, guys, let's focus on catching a fish, because if I don't catch a fish, I'm gonna have a Kanye-rism. I'm gonna have a Kanye-rism, and it's not gonna go well, because I'm gonna be all like, yo, Doc, give it to me straight, bro. Tell me what is going on. Well, you got yourself a Kanye-rism. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. I wasted my morning talking about Kim Kardashian and her stupidities. And now I'm suffering for it. Let's move, guys. Now I'm suffering for it. Now, if something happens to me, bro, I'm gonna have to be hosting the broadcast through the wire. DCP, nothing but a whole bunch of ridiculousness, bro. Through the wire. Too proud to throw an A-rig? Not really, Joe. It's just, I guarantee you that one I do not have in the boat, because that would take some transitioning between baits, and I don't have it in the boat, dog. Timmy! Nizook's getting real comfortable right now. Some true colors might be about to show up. Let your true colors shining through. Nizook, be careful. All right, apparently we're gonna go into the shade a little bit. Wow, there is minimum chaos, bro. At least from what I've seen. But I don't like to watch the news too long, bro, because then you start seeing the chaos and I'm like, what the heck? Where is this? Usually the chaos is in the bigger cities, and I'm all like, oh, that's where people have lost their common sense. But out here in the on the water, in the woods. That's where nature meets man. And you just kind of retain some of your common sense. Soft jerks. Oh! Oh, Snazook, I'm just looking out for you, dog. You do you, player. Come on, baby, one time. Dead Rabbit Stash has been fishing. He saltwater fishes. Or he does saltwater fishing right now. He's out there catching a couple creatures. The dum-dum sent me a picture of a shark that he caught. And now it's cold again. Dudes, so the last stupidity that happened to me before I came out onto the water was, so I'm leaving my house, right? I'm about to leave my house. I'm getting ready. Rods are on the boat. All I gotta do, oh, there's one. All I gotta do, and the streak stays alive. Oh, this right here is a streak. Continuer, a streak extender. Oh, this is a streak extender right there, bro. He is tiny. Look at the size of that mega bass. Look at the size of that mini bass. And washallow. But we are thankful for this fish because this continues our non-zero streak. I didn't even know I had a fish on, bro. I was like, what the heck? And then it kept on pulling every so often. And I was like, is there a fish? I guess there was a fish. So thank the good Lord that we caught this fish on Creel's Mega Bass. It's not really Creel's Mega Bass, but it is just a Mega Bass. Oh, washallow, bros. Look at that. Boom. Dude, you don't know what you've done. You've released me. Thank the good Lord that we caught that fish. Now, you know what we got to do, guys. It is required by law and by the homies on the Rodcast. If I did not do this, they would basically have a mutiny and kick me off the boat. So, we got to do it, boys and girls. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because that's what's up. That's why. All right, guys, we continued the streak. So, with that, guys, the streak continues. We are currently at 30 times 5 plus some double-digit number of days of consecutive non-zeros and consecutive days of fishing. Now, what the heck is this guy talking about? I just report the news, bros. That is what we're at, bros. That is the tally. We attempt to continue the streak. Now, we are also trying to get this 5-pounder that we're looking for because we are trying to pay out that $75 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. But that guy is being more stupid than not. $170 days? Ay, Dios mío. What? 170 days, potentially, or thereabouts, of consecutive non-zeros. What the heck? Well, we can only thank the good Lord for that, for having the opportunity to come out here and try for the non-zeros. Apparently my reel is feeling a little scratchy. So yeah, bros, I don't know. I mean, dude, I didn't even feel like that was bass, and then I must have like impaled him, and then he's all like, yo, dude, are you ever gonna take this off? He's basically coming up to the boat and is like, hey, is this yours, bro? This thing right here that I crashed into, does this belong to you? Is there any way that you can remove this with your opposable thumbs? Because, hey, bro, as you can see, I ain't got no thumbs, player. I'm all fins. And I'll be like, dude, you're a weird fish. But, okay, I can help you out. And then we go from there. And then I create a relationship with that fish, and that fish is all like, yo, what's up, dog? And then I'm like, oh, nothing, dog. I'm just chilling, and we just, you know, we hang out like homies would. Then he basically is telling me, yo, dog, they're over here. And I'm like, that's what's up, dog. And then he is a double agent, and he works for me, and he tells the fish, hey, guys, there's some bait over here. It's delish. And next thing you know, boom, we take over the scene, the bass fishing scene. And then people were like, do you live scope? You got a live scope, bro. That's how you catch all your fish. And I'd be like, no, I don't, dog. And they'd be like, oh, yeah? Yeah, check it out. I fish live. And then we're gonna have hand signals, me and that fish. I mean, not technically hand, mine will be hand signals, but his will be hand to fin signals. And we'll go from there. It's good stuff. That right there is a buddy film, a buddy comedy, in the works. But I digress, guys. What I was attempting to say was, before, again, these fish ruin all my stories. So I was attempting to talk about is that half a year, bro? What the? Why does that sound better like that, bro? The temperature out right now is about like 50 degrees, maybe. But the water temp is 70 degrees. Now, Moon, why does it sound... What in the can't make that cast was that? Why does it sound better in an equation? Is it because It's more mysterious. It's unknown. It's all like, wait a second, bro. How much is 30 times 5 plus some double digit number of days? That's a head scratcher. I don't want to do that math. So if bro, it's got to be like infinity. Just a quick head math right there, bro. That's infinity. It's got to be. So maybe Moon is right. Maybe it's more mysterious that way, but once you hear about it and you're like, 170 days, that guy's weak. That's the second time I've seen a fish jump out right there. I see your point there, Moon. Especially if you're scared of math. Then but you're not scared of math because you're from the IRS. And I know you're not. Because you got to do math for your job. Dead Rabbit, I don't know if it takes drive. It might take insanity. It might take some insanity. But dudes, so back to the story at hand. Because we will only be fishing till about 11-ish. Because remember, guys, I got to go fix that CV axle. I don't know how long that's going to take me. So that's why I had to come out in the morning to guarantee that at least I had a shot at continuing the streak. And then now that we have continued the streak, I can now take, in theory, if shad hits the fan, why there would be shad in my house, I don't know. But if shad hits the fan, I would have this entire afternoon all the way to the next afternoon to get this fixed or figure out a solution and then get back out on the water. God willing, weather permitting, on Friday. But yes, so back to the stupidity at hand is what we shall call it. I was about to leave my house, right? And I was heading towards the boat and the moderator was heading away from the boat, right? So we were about to pass. We're about to pass each other. And I was like, okay. So being the cutesy romantic that I am, as I passed by, I was gonna do a drive-by kiss, right? I went like this, mwah! And then she missed because she might not be as athletically inclined as I am. So she was just kind of like, what happened? So she attempted to meet me somewhere in the middle, right? Like high five, kiss me, as it were. So as I did that, she told me, these are her exact words, bro. She said, "Are you trying to decapitate me with your hat, Bill?" And then I was just all like, wait a second. My name is not Bill. Who have you been kissing, moderator? Why would you call me Bill? And then she said, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, no, moderator. No. Please explain to me who this Bill character is that you referred to when you said, are you trying to decapitate me with your hat, Bill? I want to know, moderator. I want to know. Make sure you wear your helmet, Jason, because I've heard that there's no air in space. So I think you're not really taking into account everything that you need. You're gonna need a sealed spacesuit with enough oxygen for you to get over there and back. So I'm just saying it might not be advised for you to take this, let's call it trip or journey. I don't know who it was, but what I did tell her was, look. So she assured me that there was no bill. And I was all like, you know what, moderator? I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you this time. And the reason that I'm going to believe you this time is because, with all due respect to the bills in the world, you or nobody on this planet goes from a Latin assassin to a bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just don't happen. Not in this reality or the next or any dimension. Nobody goes from a Latin assassin to a bill. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may go from a bill to a Latin assassin. Now, that is an acceptable move. But to go from a Latin assassin to a bill? Let's get out of here. Get out of here with that. Ain't happening. Not now. Not ever. Nah, bro. We just ain't having that. So I think she really was talking about the bill of my hat. So I said, okay, moderator, I'll let you slide on that one, because my logical mind came through and said, that ain't happening, bro. Bill. Puro bill. No way, bruh. No way. There is no way that she would. Didn't make any sense, bro. Unless she suffered, and then she was just all like, I don't know what my mind made me do, because, like, there was a Kanye-rism. And it entered my state of mind. So I don't think that happened, but I'm just saying, bros, with all due respect to all bills, past and present, and again, gentlemen, ladies, the comments in the broadcast do not always reflect the opinions of the broadcast or the Latin assassin himself. So, as these guys are talking about weeding their gardens, which is what I would assume is being discussed, they don't always reflect that of the Latin assassin. Very interesting. I figured there'd be a couple of fish that would be looking for a little bait fish right here. But could it be that little one is the one that extends the streak? Now, assuming that I fix this CV axle, there is the potential, but highly unlikely, because keep in mind, guys, once I've done one, I'm going to do the other. There is the possibility that I would get back on the water in the afternoon, but I seriously doubt it. We're gonna stop off at another area right there. We're gonna see if we can pick one off. And if not, Well, then we will have to call it early, guys, because again, I got to get that CV axle fixed. Now, I did price out the CV axle. I was like, okay, let me see how much it would cost for somebody to fix this. Then they told me it's going to cost about $700 and change. And I was like, you go ahead and do your thing over there, bro. I will go ahead and just change this. I'll just change this solo. $700? You gotta be kidding me. And that's after I bought the axles already. So it would have been around a G and change in order for these guys to fix it. Now, we don't know how much knuckle blood will be spilt, or spilled, but I don't think that amount of knuckle blood will add up to $700. So I will chance my knuckles bleeding in order for this job to get done. We will throw some casts right here, see what's up, and then we will cruise our way home. That one little fish is potentially the only fish that we will catch today. But we will be extremely proud of that one little fish. We will be as proud of that fish as we are of our PB. We'll be like, that's what's up, dog. $700 and change, Moon. They told me it would take 5 hours. So I was like, hey. Oh, that was a gar probably. I was like, 5 hours. Okay. Now that was the only place that I actually did a price check on, but I was just like, nah. Never done it before, but we'll see what we can do. Now, maybe somewhere in this process, I'm all like, I should have just paid the $700. But currently, we are not at that point. So, guys, the streak may end through technical difficulties because it'll be all like, dog, oops. My trick that the boat is out of commission. But I don't think that's going to be the case. All right, we got ourselves another little one. Whoop, whoop. Another little fish. So that makes 2 little fish that we can be proud of. 2 little fish. 2 little fish and not enough time. Puro little Rob right here, bro. Hey, relax, little Rob. You're gonna get me hooked. And if I get hooked, bro, it's gonna mess up my mechanic hands. I don't have mechanic hands, guys. I got normal dude hands. All right, guys, that's the second fish. Now, we'll keep it close to the chest so that you guys can see that it is not big. We will not do the optical illusion as we never have. We will always keep them close to the chest. I'm gonna have to get Do they have Uber trucks, bro? Now, if they got Uber trucks, then that's almost a good idea there, Moon. But that fish, the two fish that we have caught, have come from, what are we doing, guys? Those two fish have come from jerking it. Oh! We have jerked the majority of the day. Oh! And we have caught two fish. Oh, there was one right there, but it was little, guys. He nibbled on me. He was probably the same fish that I just released. And he was like, yo, bro, you want to fight? You want to try that again? And he was coming back to pick on my lure. There's one. He was coming back to pick on my lure. This one's probably a little bit bigger than that last one, but not by much. He wanted to fight my lure, but he didn't realize that though my lure is small, it is a beast. Look at this little guy. Dang, bro. Highway. No. You're going to come out on camera, bro. If you want to shoot my jerkbait at me, dude, you're coming out on camera. You will face the humiliation of the Dirty Dozen seeing your face, your shocked face that I could catch you. You'll be like, did this idiot catch me? Did this idiot just catch me right here? No way I fell for this guy's shenanigans. This guy is the fish that fell for these shenanigans. Hey, washalo puro little Rob. Jason, I thought you were going to be on a trip, bro. I thought Jason was going to Mars or something. You might want to take Unlimited with you. Son of a fish. There is the potential that I was jerking it way too hard. Now I'm jerking it like super soft, bros. And I'm finding more satisfaction from that. I'm finding more satisfaction from jerking it super soft than jerking it hard. Oh! There are a couple little, I'll call them schools, that are flying around. Bro, Mars is not lame. I caught a topwater Mars fish. So it's not that lame. You just got to find the right things to do when you're at Mars. Okay, so that guy hit me on the paws. This one might be a little bigger than the last two. We going on, what side of the trolling motor do you want to go on, bro? It's not bigger by much. He's bigger by much, but I mean, still not big, bigger by much than those guys. He's just looking like a little Juan. All right. Okay, this guy is looking gross. So we're not gonna weigh him. I'm sure that this is not the 5-pounder. He's looking pretty gross. I don't know what this, I've seen this once before. I've seen this once before on a fish. He's got some gross slime. Let's turn the camera this way so you guys can see it better. I don't know what this is, what that grossness is about, but I will tell you that is not BBL plus. What that is, we don't want to hold on to them too long because we don't want whatever that is, but that is gross. So, he got a little bigger. He also got a little grosser. Gross. Now I gotta wash my hands off. That's gross. Gross. I don't know, bro. I don't know if there's meth in the water. All I know is that That fish was gross. But I've seen it before, dude, and I saw one. That other fish was way worse than this one. I'll have to find a picture from the archives, but it was when I used to come here and fish from New Mexico. Oh man, that thing, we called it the zombie fish because that thing was gross. But it seems like smaller pops Smaller pops are the ticket. Now, I'm assuming that Tim is talking about that fish reminding him of his brother's girlfriend, which, that's gross. Unless she had like allergies or something, bro, and she couldn't control her mucus. I had eelgrass on me the whole time. Well, that's hydrilla. So now here's the thing, guys. It is 10:28. Very close to 11-ish. I should probably be getting off the water. But what the heck was that? The heck is that? Those were two loud noises of something slamming into something. I don't know what. Good fish handing. Well, luckily there was nobody to hand it to, Colin, so I mean, you can hand it to me that now we've caught a couple fish. Wherever we were at apparently didn't have any fish, even though it did. But potentially I just needed to slow down. But this location right here, it has I haven't even really fished that side. I'm seeing fish cruise along. I would assume it's this grass line off this point that comes out right here. Yes. We are aware of the fish slime and its protective properties. There are a number of fish that have cruised underneath the fish finder right here. I just gotta find the angle that they're cruising from. Colin, I attempt not to put them on the deck, bro. But sometimes these fools, they just flop off. There's nothing I can do about that, dog. Like that guy that just went flying. Well, I don't think there's a rodcast that goes without Snozook and alien talk, unless Snozook is not here. Okay, that looked to me like a shad. We'll throw a couple more casts here, guys. Some over here, some over there. There's a little bit of current that's cruising through here. Wind blown. And then we will call it because we got to go fix that axle. We've been talking about this axle for a long time, probably a week. Oh, I mean, oh. Moon might be right, guys. He might be onto something. Maybe we over jerked and then the bass got slimy and gross. I mean, I did go off camera for a little bit, guys. So you guys didn't see what was going on back there. And I was just all like, this bass is gross, weird. I'm not exactly sure how this happened, guys, but this bass is gross. So I don't know. I have been up here jerking, the majority of the rod cast. So who knows? At that point in time, it might have just been, it just might have been time. And that bass may have, for some unknown reason, happened to look like that. So who knows? There's a lot of speculation going on here. Well, Colin, he was on to something, bro. I couldn't say anything because I'm over here focused on the jerk. See if I can't get another one. The question is, Moon, was it jerked onto or off of that bass? I don't know. Because we don't know where that slime originated from. We just know that we did not want our hands on it. It was gross. So we released that fish as soon as we could. Oh, you should just imagine what it's like at the house when there are no restrictions in the stupidities that I can say. Snizook. It just gets stupider and stupider. This is like tip of the iceberg stupid. And then when when all the restrictions have been lifted off, oh, the moderator, probably like 90% of her life is just giving me a look and shaking her head. Now, I don't know what's going on in her mind at that point in time. So potentially she's all like, how did I get so lucky? I don't know, because her eyes are kind of, I don't know what they're telling me, right? So the shake of the head, because I've looked at something and be like, classic, or oh, that was awesome, you know. But I don't know from her perspective. We can only ask her what we can't speculate. But she is probably saying to herself, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to find a man so stupid that I will be entertained my entire life, because this guy is a moron. Well, you see, did a freaking fish hit me? I thought I felt something. So, you see, Snizook? You know, bro. Stupidity abounds. All right. So, let's just say, guys, that there are lucky ladies in this world who have found themselves the participants of the rodcast, and they know, they're like, wow, these gentlemen they're gems. I will start referring to myself as a gentleman, because I am a gem. A gentleman? Yeah, we'll go with gentleman. If we're going to start making up words here. If we're going to start making up words here, we will call ourselves gentlemans. Because, bros, gems. Now, not all gems in this world are highly sought after. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could be like the broken pieces of diamond. You know, we could be the diamonds that they made a cooler diamond from us, and we're just little shards of messed up diamond that are left over. We don't know. But us gentlemen are highly sought after, I think, at least in our minds. We are highly sought after gentlemen. Couple more casts in this direction, guys. And then we will go take off our fishing hat and put on our fake mechanic hat. And we will keep our fingers crossed that we will still be in one piece at the end of this. I'm not exactly sure what Unlimited is agreeing with. He might still be on a different topic about plants. So I don't know if he's agreeing with that and he's just delayed because, you know, said plants might delay you. Or if he's talking about him being a gentleman. Gentlemen's unite. This is the Rodcast, the home of the gentlemen's and the BBLs, which we haven't seen one in a little bit, but don't worry, guys. They pop in every now and then. Ay, Dios mío, it is close to 11-ish. I will throw one more cast. Where to? I don't know just yet. I'm gonna have to get home, unhitch the boat, jump into my coveralls, which I don't have coveralls, guys. What's wrong with you? You guys think I got coveralls? Nah, bro. I don't play dress up when I'm acting like I'm something else. I'm just gonna go do it in my normal clothes and handle business. Okay, so let's see what Snazook's talking about. If this, I'm gonna, let's see. It was actually a fish. Now it's kind of blurry. This guy sent this from a flip phone from the Steven times, or AD the Steven times, but he sent it from what looks like a blurry flip phone from the Steven times, AD. I don't know why I zoomed out. Now, I forgot to show you guys this since you brought it up. This is a stash picture. I gotta give props. When they send fish pics, I just forgot. And this as well. And I should have blurred out the OU on his shirt, but that is also a stash picture with a tiburon. That's him with a tiburon. For those of you who are not bilingual, that is a shark. Okay, This is my last cast. Then we gotta bounce. Baby tiburon do 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 do, baby tiburon do 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 do, baby tiburon. Baby tiburon do 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 do, baby tiburon do 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 do, baby tiburon. Baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do. Baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do. Baby bass do 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 do, baby bass. Baby got bass. Another puro baby bass. Question is, do we leave like a champ, bros? Let's leave like a champ. Let's leave with a fish caught. There are more to be caught here, but we gotta go adult. Puro adult. We gotta go do some adulting. Oh, you trying to jump out to make me fish some more? I am easily swayed. Ah, bros, we just came. Thank you, Tim. Now we've got when we gotta rob a little Rob, we can now sing baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass. Baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass. Always leave on a fish. So, Tim, I always like to leave on not a fish. And the reason I like to leave on not a fish is so that I can stay hungry. I'm hungry. Because if I catch a fish, then I'm all like, whatever. But if I didn't catch a fish on my last few casts, then I'm all like, ooh, this stupid lake. It owes me. And then I come back. And Krill, did you miss anything? Krill, that was a lot of conversation, a lot of crazy. But I will tell you what. I will tell you what, Krill. If you thought that all our other songs were annoying, well, wait till we catch a small fish. Because now we are going to sing baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass do 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 do, baby bass. Little Rob. gonna be a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all this water looking fly today. And all we wanted to do was catch a 5 today. It's gonna be a good day. And ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You can save that trouble for another day. Oh, who do we have to thank for that, Jim? It was a collaboration between Timmy and yours truly. Timmy talked about Baby Tiburon. And then I happened to catch myself a baby bass, and then it got remixed to Baby Bass do 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 do, Baby Bass do 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 do, Baby Bass do 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 do, Baby Bass. So it was another Rodcast collabo. And we will shoot it over to 22 AI and see what he can do. Now, I don't know if we would be playing that when we're docking up or trailering, because you guys might unsubscribe. You'll be like, oh my God, baby bastard do do do, baby bastard do do do. A three-way collabo, bro, because the baby bass had to be caught. And just FYI, Krill, it was caught on a mega bass. Every fish we caught today was on a mega bass. Mega bass. None of them one of them could have been a little John, but it was all gross. So we didn't want to touch it. We just didn't want to weigh it. We're like, get out of here, bro, you're gross. So we will say that they were all not more than little Johns. Largemouth over here. How big is that, Doug? That's what's up. That looked like possibly a little John. Look like a little John over there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, we'll give credit to wherever credit's due, but if I misremembered the creation of baby bass? Let me know, guys. Because what I believe happened was it was baby tiburon and then the baby bass, and then I started singing baby bass. But if that's not the way it went down, let me know, because we give credit where credit is due, my dudes. Oh no, Tim. You were my muse, bro. You were my muse. There was a collaboration, dog. We give credit here, homie. We put the shine where it needs to be. So it was a collaborative effort, dog. That's what we're gonna go with. Right. Well, that's a trailer angled incorrectly there. Tim wants me to have the copyright so that I could have all the copyright infringement. Tim, feel free to utilize that at any point, since it was a collabo, dog. You could use it on your live, bro. Okay. I'm gonna stay over here. It's looking like, I don't know. Ken, I am getting off the water right now, and that is because I gotta go fix something on my truck. So, okay. Okay, that's why I stayed over here. All right, guys, so I will have to be fixing my truck. Fixing something on my truck, let's say. Or at least attempting to. Because you never know what's going to happen, dog. Stupidities abound when I'm out doing things. It's cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. So, we will leave you guys while I go get the truck with honey buns and Mountain Dew.
Sunrise creeping, moon fades out, truck still humming, my mind shouts, honey buns, wrappers on the dash. time for a feast, battling scales and wicked dogs. This ain't just fishing, it's work of art. Shade cut sharp where we both sit, sharing tales about hooks that split, sunburned faces with laughs that burn, waiting patient for the next fish's turn. Honey bun, sweet sticky treat, with Mountain Dew the life's complete. Assassin skills the legend grows, in every ripple is magic shows. Honey buns and Mountain Dew are fuel all day. Fishing with the assassin, what more can I say? Rolls of stories to casting dreams we knew. Legacy in waters deep where the echoes grew. Legacy in waters deep where the echoes grew.
So I was over there on those islands over there? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you got him. You get him. I was catching him on a jerkbait. That was the only thing that I could catch him on. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks. Her name's Silver.
This one is Silver Queen.
Ah! We're ranger buddies.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, you're taking the ladies fishing. Oh, the dogs also? How you ladies doing?
Hey, you gonna let Katie go with him?
Well, the problem is I'm getting off the water, or else I would have said yeah. But I was getting off the water. I got to do some mechanic work on my truck, so.
Okay. All right, we'll let you go then.
All right, well, you guys, hopefully you catch them all.
Well, good.
If we do, we just turn them loose, so they'll still be there.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
That's my ranger buddy. That's my ranger buddy right there. Have good conversation with people right at the ramp. Did I take up 1.5 spots? Yes. We'll be all right.
Get out your way, brother.
Oh, you're good, man. This time I didn't rear end my boat. I mean my truck. So that was mighty kind of me. Mighty kind of me. This dude over here in this truck, it says, due to high cost of ammunition, there will be no warning shots fired. Well, that made me chuckle. I mean, not full belly laugh, but it made me chuckle. I was like, oh, that was good. That was good. All right, my dudes. So we have successfully continued the streak. And now we will see if we can play like we know what we're doing in another realm. Dude, the silver on the bottom of my engine is about to come off. I mean, it's already almost all off, but I was told by the guys at Freedom that I'll be all right, that I don't need that paint on there. It's just an aesthetics thing. So, did I crush it today? Ken, I did not. I only got a couple of Budo baby bastard doo-doo-doo. Baby bastard doo-doo-doo. Baby bass. That's all we got, dog. There was one that was maybe 3 pounds, but we didn't weigh him because he was gross. Just letting the engine drain out right here, guys. So while the engine drains out, I guess I can get up here and bid you all adieu. So I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. I just kicked my seat. And we will catch you guys on the next episode of the Rodcast. We went out, we fished around and found out that we could only catch little ones today. Now let's go do our mechanic thing and see what happens. Fingers crossed, homies, that we still have our fingers at the end of this. Who knows? But I bid you guys adieu. Stay safe out there, homies. Fish around and find out.